early days of the pandemic, online, virtual learning, it was perhaps an acceptable stopgap for a very short period of time for schools as we learn more about COVID's potency, or rather lack thereof, when it came to children. But a year of virtual learning has taken a terrible toll on the kids. Many are learning virtually nothing and falling through the cracks. Our own Raymond Arroyo spoke to one family in the audience tonight who's struggling with this very issue.
Laura, when you think of the toll virtual learning has taken on children, few consider special needs students. I'm here in Alexandria, Virginia, where Patrick Williamson, a 10-year-old boy who lives in this neighborhood, has been stuck in front of a screen for the better part of a year. And as his mother, Guadalupe, told me, it has taken a severe toll on him personally.
Emotionally, it's been very hard for him to be home without friends, without his teachers. He loves his teachers, they're great, and it's just hard for him that he has to see them through the computer.
Do you feel it's lonely doing it this way?
Yes.
Right before the pandemic, he was already started to read one-syllable words, and he was already counting to 100. And I really had the hope that by now he will be reading sentences. It's sad. I mean, he became very quiet, sad, angry. Even his words, it's almost like they're gone, and he doesn't know what to say anymore.
What's the hardest part?
Learning.
It's hard to learn at home?
Yes.
Why?
But because I like learning at school.
Mm-hmm. And you like the contact, right? You can touch things at school and you can be in touch with your teachers personally?
Yes.
Is it easier for you to learn that way?
Yes.
Fairfax County Public Schools recently offered Patrick the possibility of returning to school with no other students and without an in-person teacher.
The only thing we can provide for him is a computer for him to be there in school by himself from 9 to 4 p.m. with a classroom monitor. And this person is going to be in full PPE, 6 feet apart, and just make sure that the kid's alive throughout the day, and that's it. Who comes up with these ideas that it's okay to have a child with special needs from 9 to 4 all by himself, sitting down in front of a computer, and that's just a viable option somehow?
I know your brother goes to a local school, and he was able to go to school, but you couldn't. Did that make you upset?
Yes.
What did you tell your mom when you saw him go to school and you couldn't?
I wanted to go to school.
For Guadalupe, the school board's lack of concern for her child's welfare has pushed her to the breaking point.
Fairfax County is supposed to be one of the best schools in the nation, and our taxes sure pay for it. We have a big family, 4 kids, 2 adults, and we could live in a bigger house, but we want to live here in a smaller house because you get everything else, and you get the Fairfax County Public Schools. But now it feels like it's not worth it.
I want to thank Guadalupe, who's here in the audience, for sharing her family's story with us tonight.